on people, out on my street triple today, my beloved cosmic yellow bike, my beautiful Triumph street triple RS. I'm still yet to see any review written or YouTube on this bike where the person riding it just didn't absolutely fall in love with it and generally want to buy it, whether they can afford it or not afford it, whether they've got the room in the garage or not. They just all love it, and I am in that boat too. But one thing I do want to say is that maybe part of the reason why they love it, small part, because you know everything about it, it's great, is that Triumph didn't skimp on the cost of the tyres they put on it. They put Michelin Supercourses V3s, and they are essence of limpet. They are just so nice. I really like these tyres. By far the best tyre I've ever had in terms of grippiness and comfort and confidence, and they just absolutely rock. They work when they're cold and hot and the rain and the dry, even though they look like slicks and would only work on a hot sunny day. And I have to say they have been absolutely lush, and I love them. If I was doing track day, I'd definitely buy a pair for the track day, a brand new pair. You'd have to buy a brand new pair because they'd be toast by the end of the track day, and I'm not remotely joking in that. So yeah, any track down, this bike is going to cost you $1,000 once you factor in, you know, an overnight stay or whatever, or getting your bike to and from the place and so forth. Some new tyres. Anyway, I digress. I've only covered about 1,100 miles, and the front tyre is toast. Normally I would wear a rear tyre more than the front. The rear is looking quite good at about 3 millimeters. The front is down to 1.6 millimeters, which is basically the wear bar limit, and that's a lot, because when you think about it, 600 miles of that, you know, kind of half the mileage is running in revs, and even beyond that, I haven't revved this bike particularly hard. You know, typically cruising around 5, 6, 7,000 revs. You don't need to knock hell out of this bike to go fast, and I've never had a tyre wear out that quickly. And I've had you know, Pirelli Super Rosso Corsas before and all that kind of stuff, but I've always got reasonable mileage out of them. You know, even my Street Fighter V4S with its 200 horsepower, I got about 2,500 miles out of the rear before it was done. But this front is kaput, and I'm wondering whether in some ways it's kind of delaminated itself a little bit or something. I don't know really, because you know, on the surface of it looks beautifully smooth and perfect, so it's not like it seems to be breaking down in certain areas or anything like that, but it does yeah, it does look pretty worn out. So what am I replacing it with? Some Michelin Row 6s, generally regarded as the best all-round road tyre for this year at the moment. Not as sticky, not as track day ready, but I'm not sure I'm going to ever take this to the track. I might do a track day on it just for fun, but chances are I'll just enjoy it for quick road use. And I would like something to last a little bit better tyre life-wise, and maybe, you know, 4,000 miles out of the set, or you know, 6 would be lovely, because that's when the service is due. And I've heard good things, particularly from Revzilla, in terms of their rating of the Road 6. Eric has them on his current Multistrada, which he'll be trading shortly for the rally version, but he has them and he likes them. And anyway, I have a set sat in the truck that Revzilla has sent me, and I'll try and get a few more little rides out of this, a few more gentle rides like today, but you know, I don't like to ride it much below the legal limit at 1.6 mil. Sometimes I'll you know, run the rear down more towards the carcass if we're in a heat wave. It's not the end of the world, but you don't want to be down to, you know, no tread left and it pouring with rain in Georgia, because when it rains here, it rains. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about that tyre wear. Do you think there's something wrong with the tyre? Is it me? Do you think that's kind of acceptable and goes at par for the course with a super sporty modern bike? Do you think it's the price you pay for having ultimate grip? Because I can't think of a better or stickier sport tyre than the Supercourse V3s. Just let me know what you think, and also in terms of, you know, putting on a useful all-round road tyre, would you also go for the Michelin Road 6s, or would you choose something else? Would you go for, you know, whatever? There's not a lacking of choice when it comes to 17-inch wheels in a 120 and 180. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.
Hey you, if you want to become one of the Ride On people, don't forget to subscribe. Ride often, ride carefully, ride on.